This is going out to all the family members, right, of a childhood sexual trauma victim, right? I've spoken before and I want to reiterate, right? Often it is not the events that keep people tangled in trauma. It is what the other people in the circumstance choose to do with that, right? Where is safety if you go to your mother, right, and say, Daddy's hurting me, and she says, well, you know, and comes up with a strategy for the child to stay away from Daddy, or what are you doing that, you know, that causes him to do that, right? The adults that surround these situations, right, are accomplices. We have to recognize that, right? Moms are hushing these children just as much as dads are perpetrating, and vice versa. We have to take ownership of that, ladies, right? This isn't just a problem with men. There's a lot of mommies out there sexually violating their children. So in taking ownership, right, the people I call the watchers, those adults in these situations, right, they hold the power. Yeah? My mother was told by a stranger when I was 17 that I had been, right, up until like a year before that, like my whole life, passed around these men. And a friend approached my mom about it because he knew how much I was struggling. And when I got in the car, yeah, the words were, is that true? I said, yeah. She said, well, I can believe it of so-and-so and so-and-so. I'm struggling to believe it of that person, you know? And I would be quiet because you're gonna kill grandma if she finds out. Yeah. And I'm sharing that story because I hear it from my clients' mouths every day, right? Mom saying, well, you know, if he was in her room, he wasn't in mine. Or dropping down into, right, a competition with this child, a jealous competition. It happens every day, guys, right? And suddenly this child is propelled into a triangular relationship of girlfriend, wife, sibling almost to mom or counterpart, yeah? And the complexities of maneuvering what should be the most joyous times in our life are consumed with maneuvering adult situations. And we all know that if we enter a sexual relationship with a married couple, right, the outcome is gonna be very messy, right? And we also know that there's conscious choice in that from adults. What if you're 5? What if you're 3, right? And you're in this triangular relationship with your parents and suddenly pushed to the outside because now you're also the other woman. Right? Let's be clear, vice versa, it happens, right? We have to understand what is going on in our homes, right? We have to understand that. It's not changing, right? It's not changing. Every day, over and over again, it shows up in my clients, yeah? And they're trying to figure out how to have relationships with, quote, right, this extended family and watchers while having this truth in their bucket, right? And this truth that everyone is still hushing, right? While the abuser's at Thanksgiving table, while the abuser is welcome, right? Often the victim is pushed into exile, right? We gotta start talking, guys. We have to start talking. It's our children. This is our future. How can our world be different when that is our underbelly?